Hey everyone, Joe Trahan coming to you from the home office. I got 5 things to get you set for the Cowboys against Commanders Sunday at noon. And the first thing is this: Micah Parsons apologizes. Micah's, of course, been at the center of a controversial firestorm after his comments about head coach Mike McCarthy after the Eagles games. He questioned his head coach's work ethic. This week, after taking a week off, he talked to the local media. He apologized, which was good to hear. He also then kind of went into this discussion about his podcast and all the criticism he's getting about doing it now. And he says, why criticize now? Because when we were winning, you didn't criticize. I will say this: NFL players doing podcasts and getting ready for their post-playing careers, nothing wrong with it. However, it's part of what you say on those podcasts that can be controversial, and it can cause problems for the team. I have had former Cowboys players express to me directly the disdain they have for that podcast. Not just because of the existence of it, but the content in it. That's the difference. That's what Micah Parsons has to answer for. So listen, he's going up against Dan Quinn, his very good friend, who he says they still text frequently. He said Quinn even helped him get tickets for his family. So I can't wait to see how, with all of this swirling, Micah actually plays on the field. And that leads me to the second thing, which is Quinn versus Mike McCarthy. These two coaches know each other so well, with Quinn having been the defensive coordinator here. Think about training camp and think about all the practices where they kind of went up against each other. They know each other's schemes so well. So I want to see which coach ends up on top, which coach can out-scheme the other one, and maybe even makes the other coach look bad. I will be watching. I can't wait. Listen, this would be much more intriguing if the Cowboys weren't just stuck in the ditch like they are, but still, this matchup could be spicy. All right, next thing, facing the future. The Cowboys will face Jaden Daniels, who they figured to face year after year after year after year, because the Heisman Trophy winner is the runaway leader for NFL Rookie of the Year. Looks like he's going to be a problem in this division for the foreseeable future. So this is the first look that they get at him. I'll be interested to see what Mike Zimmer dials up, because as we know, Jaden Daniels can beat you in a myriad of ways. From the pocket, zone read scheme, he'll tuck the ball and run when it's needed. One caveat there: he hurt his ribs in week 7 against the Panthers. So in the last 2 games, he only has 23 yards on 10 rushes. Meanwhile, before the injury, he had at least 30 yards rushing in all but 1 game. So we'll see how much he's limited, and we'll see if Mike Zimmer can dial up the pressure, because Zimmer has several weeks of film to look and see what Jaden Daniels likes to do. Zim's a veteran coordinator. Normally those veteran coordinators can make rookies look bad at some points. We'll see what Zimmer can do. And one note there, Deron Bland certainly looks like he will be back to make his debut for this season. That would certainly be a great ace in the hole, so to speak, for Mike Zimmer as he tries to prepare to face Jaden Daniels. The next thing to watch: for the love of everything, put the kid in. I've made this point before, but I'm going to make it one more time because I think this week is a good time to do it. There should be specialty packages for quarterback Tre Lance to use his legs to try and complement what this offense is trying to do, especially in the red zone. Because listen, we saw they didn't put Mike McCarthy, and the coaching staff did not put Lance in that Texans game. So we know what that means. They obviously don't trust what he can do, and that doesn't surprise me. He struggled in training camp. He had the 5-interception game in the preseason finale, so I get it. He might not be able to fully function as a quarterback, but that doesn't mean you can't use his athletic ability to run some zone read scheme, try and use his legs, his ability to create a wrinkle in the offense, especially in the red zone. And here's the bottom line about that: why not do it? Nothing else is working. So try it. Be creative, especially this week against Dan Quinn, who knows the Cowboys offense so well. Show him something he might not expect, and you might get some utility and production out of it. All right, and the final thing to watch, and let me be clear here: no more fake punts. John Fossil's a great coach. He's one of the best special teams coaches in the NFL. But twice now in the last 3 games, they've called a fake punt deep in their territory. And not only has the play not worked, it's been nowhere close to working. And that's the issue I have. If you're going to call those fakes deep in your own territory, It has to be a scheme that is a dead solid lock. You have to get exactly the look that you need, and you know it's going to work to get a wide open player. In neither of those instances was that the case. The first time they tried a back shoulder throw when the player was covered. You got the punter Brian Anger throwing that, and it was another Anger pass this time that just wasn't open. So enough with the fake punts, okay? Try and figure out other ways to surprise the opposing team. And one of those ways is letting Tre Lance run the ball a little bit. All right, everyone, listen, Cowboys fans, I know it is a hard watch, but if you're still keeping tuned in, I hope you enjoy this. I don't think the Cowboys are going to win this game. They're a 10-point underdog, and keeping it under that is going to be difficult. If you put a gun to my head, I say the Cowboys lose by 13 points. All right, folks, make sure you watch us on Sports Special Sunday night after the game to wrap it up and put it all in perspective.